Hey everybody, welcome to our Imperfect EFT YouTube channel. My name is Karen O'Donnell. I wanted to talk today about some anxieties that I think a lot of people have, specifically nurses, and this is test-taking anxiety. So how often is it that you have to take a test if you're a student or if you're a nursing student specifically? But if you have to take a test, do you have the anxiety that goes along with it? I think I can say a fair amount of people have that. So this is going to be one of a series, and this is the first one, and it's going to be talking about preparing for your test. So as somebody who doesn't like to procrastinate, I have had the anxiety of wanting to prepare as much as possible for any test that I've had to take, whether it was before I became a nurse or even after I've become a nurse with certification tests, even something as simple as BLS tests, basic CPR. Even though I've done it a million times, there's still that anxiety that comes with any sort of test taking. So today we're going to talk about preparing for your test, whatever test it is, and it could be something that you have to physically perform or it could be a written test. But knowing that what you are doing is going to prepare you the most and the amount of studying that you're doing is going to be appropriate. So this is preparing for your test, the anxiety that you won't be able to prepare enough, that you have to lose sleep because you have to study. So let's do some preparing for test anxiety EFT. So we're going to start, if you've already seen some of our videos before, we're going to start with our most distressing issue, and that is not feeling prepared for a test. And we're talking about, days before a test. So here we are trying to prepare, making sure that we are going to be able to get all of the answers that we can as much as possible. So preparing for a test, if you start thinking about where you feel that in your body as an anxiety, could be in your head, could be in your chest, thinking about not being prepared enough. So think about that, where you feel it, and what is that number on the 0 to 10 scale, 10 being like the most anxious you're feeling or the most distressed you're feeling, and 0 being none. So you take that number, write it down, note where you're feeling in your body, and then we're going to start with our basic tapping. So we're going to start on the cryotop point, and we're going to just gently tap. And again, it doesn't matter if you're doing dominant hand or indominant hand. You're going to start by saying, even though I'm having this feeling of anxiety, that I won't be prepared for this test. So that is your setup statement. The second part you're going to say is, I accept that's how I feel right now. And we're going to repeat that. Even though I'm feeling that I won't be prepared for this test, I accept that's how I feel right now. And we're going to do it a third time and say, even though I feel that I can never prepare enough for this test, I accept that's how I feel right now. So now we're going to start in between the eyebrows, and we're going to say, I'm feeling so much stress that I won't be prepared for this test. On the side of the eye, there is so much stress that I'm feeling that I won't be prepared for this test. Under the eye, I feel like I won't be prepared for this test no matter what I do. Under the nose, the stress that I'm feeling in my body that I won't be prepared. On the chin, I'm feeling that I won't be prepared for this test. On the chest, and you can do one or both sides, just right under the collarbone, I'm feeling that I won't be prepared for this test. And under the arms, right at the brow area, I'm feeling that I won't be prepared for this test, no matter what I do. On top of the head, I'm feeling like I won't ever be prepared enough for this test. We're going to do another round, right at the eyebrow point. I'm feeling that I won't be prepared for this test. On the side of the eye, I'm trying everything that I can do to be prepared for this test. Under the eye, I am trying so hard to focus on being prepared for this test. Under the nose, I still feel like I won't be prepared for this test. On the chin, it feels so overwhelming to not be prepared for a test. On the chest, I feel like there's nothing that I can do to be prepared for this test. Under the arms, this test I am feeling so much pressure about. On top of the head, the stress that I'm feeling about being prepared for this test. I'm going to have you take a deep breath and let it go. And if you've had a shift in your number, note where that is in your body and what that number is. If you haven't had a shift at all, then you're going to need to do more tapping. But what I want to do is to briefen this video. I want to turn it around, and I want to change it so that the next round we're going to turn it into the positive. So hopefully your number is down, but if it's not, keep tapping and you can continue on with the phrases that we have. So the last round we're going to do is we're going to turn it around and make it more positive. So in between the eyes, I'm going to say, I feel like I'm doing everything that I can to prepare for this test. On the side of the eye, I am really preparing well for this test. Under the eye, my body is feeling less stressed because I know I'm preparing for the test. Under the nose, the stress in my body is leaving because I know I'm preparing well. On top of the chin, I'm able to focus so much better on preparing for this test. On the chest, the stress is leaving my body. I am able to focus so much better. And under the arms, the stress in my body is leaving and I am so much more focused. On top of the head, I am feeling so much better about being prepared for this test. And take a deep breath and let it go. So the whole point of doing EFT for preparing for a test is so that you can focus better and you can actually absorb the information so that when you go for your test, you're going to feel so much better and prepared, and you will feel less stressed during the actual exam. So I hope this helps, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will have more videos on testing. The next video is going to be doing EFT the night before so that you sleep well and can be better prepared for that reason. The third one's going to be EFT for right before your test. If you're sitting in your car or even if you're in the bathroom right before the test, it would be a good time to do that. And then right after the test, if you don't get the result immediately and you start to worry about it, those are going to be the other EFTs that I'm going to recommend. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and good luck with your preparing.